I had to do this video briefly. This is a pile of wood chips that were dumped in our place 2 years ago, well, about a year and a half, by the power company. They were going along county roads and cutting trees and removing stuff from power lines. And they asked if they could dump a load or two. And of course I said, dump as much as you want. Anyhow, this is a classic example of how wonderful wood is. Do you see that in there? The white? That's all mycorrhizal fungi. Fungi, not bacteria. Wood chips are excellent for that. And of course, at least based upon my experience, most of the plants in our garden want the fungi, okay? And what's really cool about it is that all I have to do is spread it around and get it mixed up, layer it. And look at this. I don't know if you can see that webbing. These fungi, mycorrhizal fungi, will build, webs hundreds of feet long. Look at that. Look at this. Right there's one right there. And of course, these attach to the soil and then to the plant, and it feeds the plant. But one of the cool things, and the reason I prefer wood chips, first off, look at the soil it's created. I don't know if it shows the black, but this is all turned to soil in here. Just incredible amount of soil. Look at this. Okay, and it's pH. I haven't measured this since, well, hell, last year. But I'm going to bet this pH on this baby's running out the door at 6 to 6.5, which your perennials and many other plants like the lower pH acidic environment. I personally like it. Look at this. Isn't that incredible? Nature's so wonderful. And going out in the woods, you can dig this stuff up under leaves. Wood works very well because it contains carbon. And man, that just feeds this stuff. And what we do, just as a matter of note, is we use almost exclusively chicken manure for our plants. It has all of the nutrients, the macro and micronutrients needed to feed plants. There's not much more we have to do. If a plant looks like, if I'm transplanting or something like that, I might throw in some blood meal. Look at that. Holy cow. It's all over the place. And all I have to do is crumble it up and sprinkle it on the soil. And I now have fungi all over my garden. So when those guys came and said, would you mind? Yeah. Dump as much as you want, boys. And I'm hoping this will help us with our 3 fairly large gardens to complete the task of, continuing to enrich the soil. Enrich the soil. As Jeff Lowenthal said, teeming with nutrients. If you don't have his book, Teeming with Nutrients, I strongly advise getting it. It is a masterpiece, and it covers it from A to Z, and you don't need a PhD to read it. Okay. So anyhow, by the way, another note, this is teeming with worms and all sorts of other microbes. There's bugs all over it. And I want to say also, obviously, in here, there are, bacteria, of course, so it's not like it doesn't have bacteria in it. But I prefer the fungal soil. So that's all for now. Okay, one more quick video. I just wanted to make note of, look at the gold mine that I've hit. It extends all the way back through here. It's a virtual trough. This I'm going to keep aside and actually add it directly to soil where the plants are. And wow.